his need to go. That's definitely weird.
Oh, before you accidentally set him off or something. Doesn't go outside this group. Understood? Shane strangled Ben. Not with the intent to kill him, but just enough to damage Ben's voice. Because he knew that singing was something precious to him. Afterwards, Ben started spiraling into depression. And then depression turned into rage. And then, finally, he went back to school. He confronted the group. But even after he beat the ones who hurt him, he didn't feel any better. He didn't know what to do to make the anger go away. So he kept picking fights. He even picked up street fights. He stopped going to school, and he'd always come home late. Parents didn't know what to do. Ben refused to go to therapy and would sneak out of the house. At some point, a kid he fought turned out to have an older brother that was connected to gangs. The gang found where he lived, and well, they ended up having to move. Ben was ashamed of what happened and realized his temper was far out of his control. That was when his parents suggested that he come stay with us for a while. Since we're always traveling, doing new things, and exploring new places, they thought it would help him to find a new meaning in life. Hey Ben, nice to meet you. Nice to have you with us. Something he loved just as much as singing. He agreed and also started going to therapy. And so that's how he ended up living with me. His therapist also suggested we taking up, calm activities like gardening and drawing in that notebook he always carries with him. He's calmed down quite a bit, but there's some times where something can trigger his anger. Like when he saw Logan and the other guy in the hallway.
Is that why he's always following Aiden around? Because he doesn't know what he's supposed to do with himself?
Oh, wait, so he can still talk, right? Not just sing?
I mean, he can, but he doesn't like hearing his damaged voice, so he chooses to be silent. Hey, bud, you can turn off your music.
Shall we talk to him about it? It seems like he doesn't even want to hear Aiden talking about what happened, let alone us bring it up. But I feel it's wrong to just ignoring him, sharing something so personal. All right, let's move on then.
Thanks, Ben, for letting Aiden share that with us. I mean, you don't even know us that well, and felt like we should know as a team. I'm sure that wasn't easy. So I just wanted to let you know that it was appreciated. Sorry, Ashlyn, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Huh? No, it's all right. I also agree that it was considerate of Ben to let us know.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I should have said something after all. This is difficult.
It's a little off topic, but I think I have a theory of what happens in Savannah. Well, not exactly what happened, but how he went from Savannah, Georgia, all the way back here to a lot of Georgia in the second nights.
Right, that's something we've been stuck on for a while.
After we left Savannah, instead of returning to the motels on the second night, we woke up in our beds back home which didn't really make sense once we figured out that we always return to where we previously were in the Phantom Dimension. We ended up having to hide ourselves as best as possible until things were safe again. This whole situation has been a disaster. But the first few nights were particularly brutal. That's when we realised that whatever was happening at night wasn't a fluke, and it wasn't going to stop.
Okay, so what's the theory?
Well, because of how our injuries work in relation to each dimension, I think the bodies we use here and use in the Phantom Dimension are separate but also connected. So if they are connected in some way, what if there's a distance limit? If you travel too far from one body, then the other resets into position instead of going back to where we previously were.
That would make sense. So the question is, how far is the distance limit? And if we travel too far into the Phantom Dimension, would our bodies here also change locations?
That's a possibility, but there's also the fact that things don't move the same way in the Phantom Dimension as they do in the human. I'm not sure how would we test it though.
Theory, blah blah blah, more theory, blah blah blah, blah blah backstory stuff, blah.
I get that learning about dimensions and stuff is important, but can we talk about something more exciting, please?
When should I do it?
Ashlyn.
No, calm down. Once it's almost over, I still don't know about the self-defense thing anyway. What do you think about asking my parents to teach us self-defense?
Really? Wait, your hair, if we show your parents your shadow, wouldn't that be proof that, like, of what's happening to us?
Let go of me. Hold on, that's true.
Wow, so he does have a brain. Who knew?
Yeah.
I said let go!
Ooh, there they are.
So,
Tisk tisk. You guys really should be wearing helmets.
oh, like you would.
Dad.
You walk any slower?
Yeah.
Kitchen.
What are you guys doing?
Making a snack platter.
I see that, but why so much? You two can't possibly eat all that by yourself.
Well, you and your friends usually go straight to the graveyard to hang out.
But when you called, you said that all of you wanted to speak with us this time, so we made snacks to eat while we talked. I told you it was too much.
But this is what the blog said to do.
Were they excited about this? But those guys aren't really my friends.
Dude. So, what did you kids want to talk about?
Oh, right. Our request for self-defense will change depending on the reactions to my shadow. So I should probably talk about that first. But how do I bring it up? Okay, how about trying to show them first? Actions speak louder than words and whatnot. Do you notice anything weird about my shadow?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, not particularly. No. From how tense they all are, I thought it was going to be something serious, but shadows?
They don't see anything? So it's something only we can see?
Strange.
Are we supposed to notice something?
No, never mind. Forget about it. But we do need your help. As it's back to the original plan. The thing is, Logan has been getting bullied. That's how he got the bruise on his cheek. I told him that you guys could probably teach him some self-defense, but he's a little anxious to learn his own, so we offered to learn with him. If you don't mind, could you teach him the basics?
I mean, I don't mind.
Me neither. Sounds pretty fun, actually.
But all of your parents
But
are okay
are
with
all
that?
of your parents okay with that?
Yeah, ask them first. I don't want any unnecessary drama from other parents when their kids start coming home bruised.
Got it. Thanks, Dad.
No problem, Trooper. Don't you think it's a tad ironic that we chose this place as a shelter because of the high walls, yet now we have to fortify those walls?
Yeah, well, we didn't exactly predict that the Phantoms could scale on concrete 13-foot walls, so...
And we really didn't choose it just because of the walls. We have various tools, materials here, there's an electric generator, and we're able to bring items we need during the day because my dad owns it. You voted just the same as the rest of us did to use the graveyard, so stop
I'm not
whining.
whining, just pointing out the irony. I'm still not sure it was worth the effort it took just to get here. Since we all woke up back at our homes, we were separated at first, so we needed a way to get everyone back together and also a safe place to stay. So you want all of us to desperately run through town to get to this graveyard place, whereas you'll only have to cross your backyard? Well, isn't that convenient?
That's not what I was planning. I was thinking we could all meet up at this convenience store. It's basically in the middle of where all of our houses are, so we'd all be at the same risk going there. Then as a group we ran towards the graveyard. I'll also be able to bring my dad's rifle for Logan when we meet up since he's the weakest. Until then, he'll have to use whatever he can find. So, let's take a vote. Is everyone okay with this location and plan?
Well, we're here now, so let's just make the best of it and move on.
Agreed. Another benefit of the graveyard, though, is that we're able to set traps around the area during the day as well.
Did that feel off to you? The way they were acting?
A little, yeah.
They might have just felt awkward about telling us that Logan was being bullied, though. Maybe.
My parents had always tried to teach me self-defense when I was younger, but it never stuck.
You can do it.
If it wasn't related to dancing, it was hard for me to have enough motivation to even try. They managed to get me to learn a little kickboxing because it could help me perform better in dance class.
Ashlyn, Ashlyn, Ashlyn.
Okay, my interest in it didn't last long enough for me to learn anything long-term, though. So, to say they were excited when I told them that I was going to join in the self-defense lessons is an understatement.
Wait, really?
You aren't messing with us.
No takebacks.
Okay. As for the others, everyone got permission from my parents to teach them. It took some to convince, with Aiden and Ben's parents due to Ben's past with violence. Though once that explained that self-defense can help Ben learn to protect himself and others in a more controlled manner, they were less reluctant. For Logan, his grandparents had to meet Mom and Dad in person first. And the twins weren't all that complicated. They just went home and the next day they said it was okay. So now, here we are. Ouch. Still getting the snot kicked out of us after a month.
Make sure to keep your legs in check. Alright, Logan. You're up next. Your dad's brutal.
Well, the real world would take it easy on us, so he isn't going there. Oh man.
Actually, I might be more scared of your mom.
Did you see how I did that, Taylor?
Yeah.
Looking good, man.
Okay, now, about we stop here for the day.
You really flew.
You good, bro?
Safe.
Don't lay your guard down.
Hey kids, want to come in and play some board games? I will make sandwiches.
We can't. We have to study for midterms.
Oh, sorry to hear that. We'll just bring the sandwiches to you then.
Study hard.
That midterm joke was great.
It wasn't a joke, you idiot. They're next week.
Ashlyn? What's up? Did you hear something again?
I thought I did. It's just the bird though.
You got worked up over a crow?
It didn't sound like a crow. I thought it was a footstep.
Maybe you just got it mixed up with your parents walking away.
Never mind, let's just finish setting up the traps. We're finally done. The lights arrived about a week ago, along with those suits. Ate them, bought on a whim.
So this
Yes.
is why you asked for our sizes?
We've been steadily putting the lights up at night while Aiden keeps them charging around his house. And the charge transfers over into the Phantom Dimension, even though they are in the same place. There's a slight problem, though.
Hey guys, I'm perfectly coherent.
Yeah, that.